Every city skyline you've ever seen, New York, Chicago, Dubai, exists because one man stood on a platform above a crowd and cut the rope. Before the elevator, buildings topped out at about 5 or 6 floors. Nobody wanted to walk higher than that. Rich people lived on the bottom. Poor people lived on the top. The penthouse was the worst apartment in the building. Steam-powered elevators existed, but they were considered death traps. And for good reason: if the cable broke, the car fell. One snapped rope and you were done. Freight elevators carried cargo, not people. Nobody trusted them. Elisha Otis was a mechanic in Yonkers, New York, working in a bed frame factory. He was told to hoist equipment to the upper floors. He looked at the elevator and thought, if this rope breaks, I die. So he did something about it. In 1854, at the Crystal Palace exhibition in New York, Elisha Otis stood on an open elevator platform high above the crowd. An assistant cut the only cable holding him up with an axe. The crowd gasped. The platform dropped and stopped. Otis's safety brake had caught. He tipped his hat and said, "All safe, gentlemen. All safe." The brake was simple. A wagon spring mounted on the elevator car. If the cable went slack, the spring engaged teeth into guide rails on either side, locking the car in place. Gravity itself became the mechanism that saved you. The thing that could kill you, a falling cable, was the thing that triggered the safety device. Within 2 years, Otis elevators were in buildings. Within a decade, the skyscraper was born. Not because anyone invented tall buildings. They'd always been possible. But nobody wanted to walk up 12 flights of stairs, and nobody wanted to ride a box that could fall. The Flatiron Building. The Woolworth Building. The Chrysler. The Empire State. Every one of them was built after Otis proved the elevator wouldn't kill you. New York's skyline, the most photographed skyline on Earth, is a direct consequence of one man standing on a platform above a crowd and letting someone cut the rope. And the social inversion? After the elevator, the penthouse became the best apartment. Top floor, best view, most privacy, highest rent. The poor moved down. The rich moved up. The elevator literally flipped the class structure of buildings upside down. Today, elevators carry over 1 billion passengers a day. They're statistically the safest form of transportation on Earth. Safer than planes. Safer than escalators. Safer than walking. And every one of them has Otis's safety brake as its ancestor. The tallest buildings on Earth exist because one mechanic refused to ride a box that could fall. So he made a box that couldn't. And then he stood on it and cut the rope to prove it. All safe, gentlemen. All safe.
All safe, gentlemen, all safe.